hose clamp. That's all right. I mean...
Hey y'all, this is Colin and Butch with King Cole. Colin with EcoIslands. Just wanted to show you, this is Butch's box. It's running, and we're going to do a compression and bubbler system flush out today. The first one that this system has had, because it hasn't really needed it. It's been, what, 2 months now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a solid 2 months. Maybe just a little bit over that, and we're pulling aluminum and manganese in this system. Now you can see, we probably wanted to do it maybe about a week or two ago, because there's some, you can tell that there's a, I don't know how well you can see it. There's a little aluminum floc getting by, and that's getting to the limestone bed. So this system probably, once every 5 weeks, once every 6 weeks or so, is probably about what we're looking at for the flush out. So we're going to get set up. I'm going to bring the truck back over here in a second with the compressor and the generator. And once we get started, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, since it needs a little extra work today. But hey, it's not too bad. All right, signing off. Talk to you in a sec. Okay, everybody. Just had to put some fittings on there. And Butch is putting it all together. Butch, I think I'm going to get you some strings or something like that too. Make it a little bit easier to pull. Okay, and then just a real easy squeeze on the first one, I find. Just easy? Just, yeah, you always give it just a tiny bit just to make sure it's, yep, okay, and then go ahead, full blast. And then there is a little, there's a zip tie on there, on the handle, Butch. And then you just put the zip tie over the handle and just let it run. And then let that go for a minute, and then we can drain it. Now this can be, that's a single PEX manifold there. So that is one direct line that we've got wound up around the bubbler tray at the bottom. So you could inject water or the air from either direction in case you get a plugging or something, if you want to try blasting it from the other direction. It takes a little bit more time to put it together. But it's got better characteristics and some redundancies in case you got to clean it, like you get a bunch of iron in there and you can blast it out. And then this is going out to a sludge pond. Could be a dewatering bag if you want. I like dewatering bags, obviously. Now there's a 4-inch manifold in this system, and it's a pretty long pipe going all the way out to just over that little rise there in front of us. So it's a little slower in its drop. I'd mentioned in that last video, the 2020s have those baffle reinforcements. That's what you're seeing right there in between the delivery vault on cell number 2. And look how clean that hemp is there. So it goes down through. But have you done any manganese pulls recently? Okay, so we're still waiting on data. The one data set we had was it had been working, the system had been running for a week, and it was going in at a 1.6 and coming out at a 1. Water temperature's probably about 40. That's why we went a little heavier on the hemp up on the front for more organic material as opposed to coir. And then, I always let it go for a little while because technically now you're flushing it. Usually we go from the back to the front. I screwed up the order here because then you can drain it. Yeah. And then this water going in there allows it to drain. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. As opposed to, this is flushing as opposed to just draining. And right. I know it sounds silly, but there is a difference because now you've got water actively also blasting out the bottom. And all that, the marshmallow looking stuff there is aluminum and biofilm, creating a bio block, and you'll see it in a lot of ponds and streams and the like. Yeah, that's probably good. Okay, and yeah, just turn it off and just let it fill up again. And so yeah, disattach the bubbler manifold, and we'll kick on to the other one here. All right, y'all. I got the second one set up. Had to fish out one of the PEX lines, the one end of the manifold. Let me go ahead and bubble and flush. Oh, shoot. Yeah, Butch, why don't we check that other one to make sure there's enough water in it before we do it?
Okay.
Yeah. There is a little bit of concern because the water table is so high. You can see where the ice is right here. That if you drain this all the way out, it could cork. So that's why you always want to leave water in it until it really gets fully settled, because that can be an issue. So we're just going to give it another minute or two. We're going to take a look at that front end first. Okay, it was actually pretty well already filled up to the very top anyway, so we're going to go ahead and throw cell number 2 here. And then we'll go on, let that drain. We're going to bubble the first one too, but basically it just increases the loft, allowing for more material capture. Butch, we're figuring, what, 10 gallons a minute, maybe? Feel like about 10, maybe 15?
Yeah, it's like 12 to 15.
Okay. Do you remember what the average iron is coming into the system?
It's low.
It's low.
Yeah, it's less than 0.05 at the well.
Did I say iron? I meant aluminum.
The aluminum, it could be somewhere around 4 and 5 right now.
Okay. So when we first started running the system, just about nothing was getting by. So our removal rates for aluminum are probably, anywhere around 3 to 4 to 5 milligrams per liter, probably 4.5. It's not getting everything all the way down to absolutely nothing, but it's definitely getting you down to compliance. So we'll go ahead and switch off the bubbler to the back to the first manifold here. There we go. And it just gives us some loft. Bounces everything around. And then we're going to be putting a laundry bag down at the end of the system, so that little bit of material that is going through there will get caught in that bag and you can just throw it back again. So, yeah, that's good, Butch. Okay, y'all, we're getting ready to do that last one. Yeah, Butch, go ahead and give it a squeeze. Okay, good. Notice it's darker. See that? It's darker, but there's less organic material. It very well be. Because in this situation, I have not been able to see definitive evidence, myself at least, that manganese and aluminum can't happen at the same time. So aluminum oxidation through breaking the water, manganese oxidation through fungal oxidation. I'm going to want to reset that weir, Butch.
What's that?
I'm going to want to reset that weir because you can see it's all going through the one side. So I'll just go ahead and unscrew that a little bit. But this is just the process of fine-tuning a box. You've seen pretty much all of it right now. So that's draining away. Is that valve all the way? Oh, you have it closed.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm gonna fall. Yeah, it's starting.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and readjust that one weir plate just a little bit. And that's it. We pack everything up and we get out of here. And we've been doing a couple little upgrades, a little bit of fine-tuning. Once again, that would have been one box in 10 minutes. This is Colin and Butch. Thank you very much, and signing off.